What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Two Savage for Democrats podcast. Happy Monday. It's a whole new week. I know Monday everyone hates, but we're back at it again Monday here, and we are going to have a fantastic show for you guys today. And of course, we're going to be discussing terrorism. We're going to be talking about everything that's happened recently with the bombings in New York City, with the New Jersey bomb that went off last night when the robot was trying to defuse it. They now have someone in custody, which is different from yesterday, so we're going to get into that today in the show as well. So much to get to, but I want to start off talking about this Clinton Foundation budget, because there's a new story coming out from the Daily Caller talking about the percentage of the Clinton Foundation budget that actually went to charitable grants, and it's absolutely insane, right? It's just 100% absolutely insane. Now, a lot of you guys know, and I've spoke about it before on the show here, that the Clinton Foundation is already a complete, corrupt, horrible organization that no one likes. Right? I mean, they claim to be doing good stuff, and that's what they did, right? They did just enough to be able to say, hey, look, we've helped these people. Right? They that's all they did. They didn't actually help anybody. The president of Haiti, or one of the head leaders of state in Haiti, came out and criticized the Clinton Foundation. Just no one likes what they're doing. They're basically, you're donating to Hillary Clinton for her to use the money how she wants to use it. That's what you're doing if you donate to the Clinton Foundation at this point. So the Daily Caller came out with a news story, and it's shocking, right? I'm just going to say it is shocking, the percentage of the money that actually went to charitable grants. So we're going to get right into this, and we're just going to kind of read it and discuss it as we go. Just 5.7% of the Clinton Foundation's budget actually went to charitable grants. That is a small percentage. So reading it, I'm thinking there's got to be a really good excuse for that, right? Like, you just can't have the 5.7% actually going to charitable grants in your foundation, nonprofit foundation, unless there's a pretty good excuse for that. The Clinton Foundation's massive 2014 budget, just 5.7% actually went to charitable grants, according to the tax-exempt organization's IRS filings. So that's another thing right there. It's the IRS coming out with this. So the liberals can't use the argument, it's just so you can't trust that source. It's not good. This is liberals' favorite source. It's coming straight from the government. So if liberals don't trust this source, then maybe we should just get rid of the IRS, right? Because if you can't trust them, why would we have them around? So this is the IRS. It's the liberals' favorite government source. They came out with the statistics saying that the Clinton Foundation's 2014 massive budget, only 5.7% of that actually went to charitable organizations. So already not good for the Clintons. Let's keep reading. The Clinton Foundation spent a hair under 91.3 million, in 2014, but less than 5.2 million of that went to charitable grants. That number pales in comparison to the 34.8 million the foundation spent on salaries, compensation, and employee benefits. Wow. Another 50.4 million was marked as other expenses, while the remaining almost 851K were marked as professional fundraising expenses. So basically going back to us. Despite taking in an additional 30 million in 2014, the Clinton Foundation spent 40% less on charitable grants in 2014. So they took in $30 million more dollars in 2014 than they had in 2013, and they spent 40% less on charitable grants that same year. So as the amount of money they're getting in their foundation goes up, the amount of money they're actually donating to organizations just goes down. So it's like, what are they even doing? Why are they even doing that? It makes you think, it's like they don't even care. They don't even care about how corrupt their Clinton organization looks. I mean, it's like they tried at first to defend it, but now it's like they don't even care. They're literally not donating hardly any of it, and it's weird. It's just a disgusting organization. They also funnel the money back to themselves. They have their Clinton Initiative, where people give money to the Clinton Initiative, and then it's funneled right back into the Clinton Foundation, which is, again, only 5.2% of that actually goes to charitable organizations. The rest just goes to them. So it's disgusting. And I understand to a certain aspect. I'm not going to make the argument on here that about the money they spent on benefits for their employees of the foundation. I feel like that's a whole different story. But it's still, you should have, if this is a nonprofit, right? And the IRS, I mean, I looked at the top right here. It's according to the tax-exempt organization's IRS filings. So the Clinton Foundation is tax-exempt, right? That's what the IRS is showing. They're tax-exempt because they're a charitable organization, yet they're not giving any money to charity, 5.2%, which is nothing. So they should not allowed to be tax-exempt unless they're giving a significant portion to charity. And they have all these employees that they're paying, and they're tax-exempt. So if they're making enough money to pay all these employees, making enough profit to pay the employees, and they're only giving 5.2% to charity, why are they tax-exempt? Why are they tax-exempt? It's absolutely disgusting that the Clinton Foundation is tax-exempt. It should not be at all. We should have... It's just, I don't even... And you know why it is. I don't even have to sit here and make the point. You know why it's tax-exempt. It's because the Clintons run it. Could you imagine if Donald Trump came out and was like, ladies and gentlemen, I am setting up a tax-exempt charity organization called the Trump Foundation, and he sets it up, and he only donates 5.7% of the money they make to charity? Could you imagine the outrage from the left? He'd be like, whoa, Donald Trump, you don't even care about the... Donald Trump was under fire. If you guys remember this, remember that time he skipped the debate and instead held that fundraiser for veterans to kind of raise money for the veterans? Yeah, he raised money for the veterans. He's under fire, or he was under fire, for taking the time to vet the organizations that he gave the money to. He's under fire for that. But Hillary Clinton totally gets away with only donating 5.7% of the money she gets. He gets in trouble for taking a couple months to vet the organizations, which is important, right? Because if you don't vet the organizations, you sometimes end up donating to something like the Clinton Foundation, where they don't actually give the money to the cause you think it's going to. They keep a lot for themselves. And Trump was saying, I want to make sure that all the money goes to the organization that I think it's going to, the organization that I raised the money for, and the cause that I raised the money for. I'm not giving money to this organization for them to keep. But the Clinton Foundation, what it is, it's not a charity. If you guys ever thought it was a charity, you're stupid, right? It's not a charity. What it is it's a way for them to take bribes and to take money under the table, right? What they basically did as Secretary of State, where leaders of countries would donate to the Clinton Foundation, and Bill Clinton would go speak to act like that was what they were paying for, and then Hillary Clinton would do them favors while she was at the State Department. That's what they did with the Clinton Foundation. And that's what it is. It's an under-the-table bribery, give me money so I can do things for you organization, and they're going to continue to use it as such when she wins the presidency. But that is a little segment here today on the Clinton Foundation and just the horrible... I mean, I just love exposing this thing because it's just so disgusting what goes on in that organization.